If we did it really well, I mean, you know, hopefully that's challenging enough that also it's a little bit of a competitive sort of a core competency.
That kind of, I actually almost had a follow-up question that hit upon it. In terms of like going forward, do you see any kind of, you know, let's say after a month, I'm at the same basic level that I was before. I go up and down every day, but my general happiness is around the same as 5.25, whatever it is. Are you gonna, you know, think of any recommendations that could help that person? Because you say, hey, you're not running enough. Maybe that would help you. You seem to enjoy running. Maybe you should do that more often.
One thing that we want to do with the videos to help, it's not only to encourage people on what goals they can enter, but also how to achieve those goals. So if you've hit a plateau of some sort and you're an extrovert, maybe you want a running partner. And we can offer suggestions to help you make the small victories. And as you have one small success, you'll build on that, and it will help to motivate you to move on to the next one. So everybody's motivated by something different. We're going to continue pulling in feedback. You know, Foursquare is successful because of the badges, largely, and because of the mayorships. We're going to bring in that sort of virtual reward system for some people. It doesn't appeal to everybody, so we will also have the community element where you can find support, where you can offer support. I know people. That you need, the community is going to be here to help you, and all of us, the entire team, and we've got, I think, the spectrum of personality types in here, will be here to also help. So we've got somebody on the team who I think can understand pretty much any scenario. It's just going to take time to determine exactly where all of the needs are.
I have to say something too that was left out. Where's the money in this whole thing as well, right? Like, how are we going to make money off this app? And that's through targeted advertising. A lot of like data that someone input into this device, you can capture that, and then like once you're actually able to target that data, you can create targeted marketing campaigns. Like Coca-Cola could go after people who wanted to like bike more or something like that. So where that creates a very targeted niche focus for that data. And there's another thing too. There's other data like money marketing stuff for that as well. But the data is probably the most valuable part of that.
Consider reskinning that app for something like a Kaiser or a healthcare provider, because that is worth a ton of gold.
Like something that was missing out of that was like sections where like he was looking for something where after you input all this data, you're getting recommendations and things like that. Well, using the data you put in there, there's definitely like there's ways we can connect to that data and then make recommendations to, you know, go to the gym, right, and stuff like that. But also target marketing stuff. So maybe you really liked the stuff you had at Whole Foods for food, right? Well, Whole Foods could market to you specifically like, well, you liked a ham and cheese sandwich or something. Try this new sandwich that's kind of like in the same focus of like you really liked it, and they can tell that. So that's like the real value, I think, of this app as well.
I have two minor UI recommendations. First, your slider, it feels like you're sliding from male to female. I recommend you to gather that information in gender, and then it will be much more obvious when you see this one.
That's actually a feature. We're going to have a setup screen where you can enter your social media information, your gender, and we'll also have an ambiguous option where we'll just have a generic smiley face or something in there for people who don't necessarily want to choose one over the other.
Right.
And the option to add nothing at all. If you just want to use it locally.
And the second idea that came up to my mind is people will collect things that make them feel better, right? Like if I eat some chocolates, it may make me feel better at that particular moment. And maybe I have 10 of them. And maybe at some point I feel depressed and I just shake my iPhone and the system randomly suggests me that, hey, you can go for a run or you can eat some chocolates. And that may change things how I feel at the moment.
Random happy thoughts?
Yeah. Or it can actually learn what makes you happy. What things have you done in the last 60 days that have made you happy? When you shake, it's like, hey, try going for a run.
And it ties in with the weather, and it's like, oh, okay, it's a crappy day, so inside you chuck.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Shake it again. Shake it again.
So like those are all the data possibilities.
No.
We're going to have a lot of demos for family. We haven't decided if we want to do a freemium model or if we want to initially charge $1 or $2. We want to see what the market will bear and make the decision based on that. So we are taking recommendations.
potentially the money really is in mining the data for marketing opportunities.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and besides, like I said, there's target marketing, there's also like, as far as like that data, there's also companies that buy aggregate data. So where if they know information about you, you can sell that data to those companies. And they're actually a data aggregate company, so they pull data from other companies as well to actually take that and then sell that data to companies like Coca-Cola that may find that more valuable. So that's another type of data.
And since we're talking on both the topics of Coca-Cola and healthier lifestyle, I also want to mention that Coca-Cola owns Odwalla, the juice company, so this is an option for them. They're not necessarily advertising the Coke product itself, but they have things that would fit with a lot of our target demographics. Yeah.
I was just going to say there certainly needs to be an opt-out, because I don't necessarily want all these additional ads coming. I just want to track how I feel. I don't give a shit what Coca-Cola thinks.
Maybe that's where the freemium model comes in.
Yep.
$1 or $2 for the app, and you'll never hear from us again.
Right.
Unless you want to.
Yep.
And with that, you can maybe do like a professional model where you basically have, you know, I have this one condition or whatever, and you could get professional help, you know, just quick little quotes or something like, you know, think about eating healthier because you have diabetes, or, you know,
Right.
Try doing this, this, and this because it seems like, you know, eating eggs is bad for you.
Mm-hmm.
Then, you know, because of your condition, this is something you might not know about. Maybe it's $1 or $2 to sign up for that program.
Yeah, another thing we've talked about, we've thrown the idea around, but we don't want to pitch it yet because we haven't come up with anything nearly concrete enough, but it's offering perhaps like more advanced levels of granularity on what you're tracking, not only in the recommendation or suggestion department with, you know, what we can provide on the website as to how to enhance the app yourself using tags and whatever, but perhaps something that can give you a list of what you might want to do. Like a person who wants to eat better can achieve their goal of more fruits and vegetables, not letting things spoil, cooking more at home. Yes, and we can recommend to them, once they've achieved all of those goals, of considering maybe eating local food as opposed to things that are shipped from overseas. People who want to reduce their carbon footprint, similar sort of thing, and
One more question from the
Yeah,
judge.
just want to
Absolutely.
look at healthbuddy.com. They do remote telehealth monitoring using a big old analog device that asks you certain questions based on your condition and reports back the answers.
Okay.
Something to consider. So I've seen that. It's been around for a while, but they target seniors. I think you could have something that targets a different demographic using that's a little bit more tech savvy.
You said HealthBuddy?
Healthbuddy.com.
Excellent. We'll look into that one. Thank you.
Any other last questions from the judges before we move on? No?
Great. Thank you
Thanks.
guys so much.